stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Want to save more on your grocery shopping? Join the Strack & Van Til Rewards program. Earn points on every purchase and watch the savings add up. Get personalized offers based on items you buy most. Clip digital coupons for discounted or free products. Enter sweepstakes and more. Not a member? Sign up now. Membership is free. Scan the code on in-store signage. Download the Strack & Van Til app or visit strackandvantil.com. Life made simple. Savings made easy. It's a Strack & Van Til thing.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana, Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW, Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Do you like to work with your hands, creating something from nothing? Then think about Laborers Local 41. You'll get 432 hours of apprenticeship training, all while earning a wage with benefits and incurring no student debt. You'll travel to different job sites, learn tons of skills, and in a lot of cases, be the first one on and the last one off a job site. It all starts at laborers41.com.
Powers Health is committed to advancing medical care and technology in our area. Cancer research and clinical trials so you can explore new horizons. Heart care expertise with a collaborative team of specialists so you can create more memories together. Northwest Indiana's only certified comprehensive stroke center so you can cover new ground. When it comes to advanced care, look no further. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
This broadcast on the JED TV Sports Network is brought to you by Central Midwest Carpenters. Build your next chapter. Domino's. Get the door. It's Domino's. Popa Heating and Cooling. Stay comfortable year-round. Powers Health. Everything we do, everything we believe. Strack & Van Til. Indiana made. LIUNA, feel the power. People's Bank, you first banking. And Westland & Bennett, goal-oriented legal solutions you can trust.
I'll catch up with you. I'll be right back.
I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. Well, what's up, boy? Hey, Ryan. Not tonight, man. Not tonight. Oh, yeah. You guys are right. Hey, come on. Let's go. Come in. Come in.
Do you like to work with your hands, creating something from nothing? Then think about Laborers Local 41. You'll get 432 hours of apprenticeship training, all while earning a wage with benefits and incurring no student debt. You'll travel to different job sites, learn tons of skills, and in a lot of cases, be the first one on and the last one off a job site. It all starts at laborers41.com.
National Anthem has just concluded here at Andrean High School. Welcome here to Father Eckert Stadium on the campus of Andrean High School here for tonight's NCC Network broadcast. The Andrean 59ers hosting the Hanover Central Wildcats. Joshua Lepowski here with you alongside Coach Ed Lepowski from the Strack & Van Til broadcast booth. A reminder that tonight's NCC Network broadcast is brought to you by our proud community partners, Domino's Pizza, Powers Health, Strack & Van Til, Central Midwest Carpenters, LIUNA, Westland & Bennett, and Papa Heating and Cooling. These organizations help make coverage of region football possible will, and we thank them for their continued support of local athletes and hometown schools. So, Coach, we'll bring you into this broadcast here at this point. Coach, this is a very interesting game. It's week 8 of the high school football season. We'll start looking at the Andrean 59ers here. You know, Andrean, they're kind of an interesting team because they know next week they're going to be going to the Inferno playing the Lowell Red Devils. If they win this game tonight, they know they'll have a chance to play for a conference title outright next weekend if they win this game. And you know, the chance of thinking about maybe do you look ahead to that game a little bit and the risk of that, how are you going to handle that as a coach?
Well, I think, again, that's where, if you're Andrean, that's where the culture that's been built here at Andrean starts to kick in, right? That the idea of looking ahead, not doing the little things, not being prepared, not taking your opponent seriously, that's just not what they do here, right? Like, they're well-coached kids. These kids have an understanding that Hanover Central, they're coming here. They want to win. This is a big thing for Hanover Central to pull something off. So they're going to be ready.
They absolutely will. And Andrean here has had their offense really come into form the last couple of weeks. They've been averaging around 40 points per game their last 2 weeks thanks to the emergence of guys like Brady Ellish, Dylan Gore, and the passing game with guys like Tyler Vo, Mark Grubbs, and Stetson Sullivan, but still Ethan Reyna, the guy to watch on offense, the big kid who is going to be doing big things in college here in just a few years. We'll take a time out. When we come back, we'll preview the Hanover Central Wildcats. This is the NCC Network on Jet TV.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
Life's biggest challenges don't come with a warning. When legal issues arise, whether it's a car accident, personal injury, criminal charge, or representing you before municipal boards, you need a trusted advocate on your side. At Westland & Bennett, we listen first because your story matters. We provide strategic, personalized legal solutions to protect your rights, your freedom, and your future. Peace of mind starts with a conversation. Call 219-440-7550 today for a free consultation.
And welcome back here to Father Eckert Stadium on the campus of Andrean High School. The 59ers are ready to enter the field. They are standing in the helmets off on the far corner, ready to enter, and they are wearing the red jerseys tonight with the white pants, the gold helmets that Andrean is known for. Meanwhile, Hanover Central on the far side of the field is wearing the white uniforms with the powder blue numbers, the maroon pants, and the maroon helmets as well. So the Hanover Central Wildcats, they're coming to this game with a record of 3-4. They started off the season with 2 losses to Michigan City and Bishop Chatard. They got a win against Highland, lost to Lowell, beat Kankakee Valley and Munster, lost to Hobart. So it's been an up and down year for Tony Bartolomeo in his first season at the helm. And Hanover Central is a team that's kind of been looking for their identity on offense, particularly looking at the quarterback situation. So kind of what things are you looking at with Hanover Central, Coach, that they're going to try to exploit here in this game?
Well, I think if you're Hanover Central, the key to this game, first of all, is you got to kind of hold on to the ball, right? You got to try to play as much ball control as you can, keep the ball out of Andrean's hands. And with that, I think they have to try to find a way to be efficient on offense when it comes to scoring. When they have a possession, they need to try to be able to get some points out of that. The other thing, they're just going to have to make a play, right? Andrean's really good. Hanover Central knows that. The way you upset an opponent, you make a couple of plays. You get a pick, you get a turnover, something like that. That's how they're going to win this game.
Absolutely. So the coin toss is about to happen, or at least the ceremonial coin toss between each of these teams. And also Andrean tonight, they have the breast cancer awareness pink ribbon at the center of the field here in this one. So breast cancer awareness month, it is October. And also they're doing some military appreciation tonight as well. You can see the flags of each of the different military branches, the American flag as well. Great night, very patriotic here, pregame here at Andrean High School here this evening, playing a special tribute to the veterans here in this field. Let's take a look at the captains here for both sides here tonight. First off, on the near side for the Andrean 59ers, their captains are as follows. Number 44 is Rocco Allegretti, a senior. Also, we have number 4, Brady Ellish, the starting quarterback. Number 7, Christian Gavin. number 77 is Ben Novak, the Wisconsin commit. Meanwhile, the captains for Hanover Central on that far side, number 18 is Luke Kopech, number 71, offensive lineman Blake Belcher, number 9, quarterback Jeffrey Resney, and number 34 is Lincoln Zerby, running back and linebacker. And also, we would like to welcome those of you that are watching on our Facebook Live broadcast tonight. Thanks to our friends at the Northwest Indiana Times. Thank you for joining us here for some high school football here in the region. A very fun slate of games we have here on JED TV. Just got started a little bit ago. South Central hosting Winnemac, also Boone Grove and Lake Station Edison in what should be a big game in the GSSC. Lowell hosting Munster, a game Andrean's watching very closely. Highland hosting Kankakee Valley, and the game of the week, Morton taking on Hobart at the Brickyard here this evening. So a lot of great football here on JED TV tonight. And also, we are testing out our first ever JED TV multi-view broadcast. So if you head to the JED TV app, you can go ahead and click on the multi-view, and you can watch multiple games at a time. Also, Griffith Calumet, another game that's going on here this weekend as well. So, still doing the ceremony here before we get here to the coin toss. You know, Coach, one interesting note about Hanover Central and Andrean is that there's not a whole ton of history between these two programs. Hanover Central is fairly new to football, but they've joined the NCC the last couple of years, and they won a share of the conference title last year, won the conference outright 2 years ago. This year, 3-4, a bit of a down year in the first year under head coach Tony Bartolomeo, but Andrean has won 5 of the 6 matchups against these two teams, including a 3-0 win here last season. So, Coach, you know, Hanover Central, they're a team that's used to winning. This is a core that's used to playing very close against a team like Andrean. So how do you think that affects a game like tonight, even if Andrean looks like the favorite on paper?
Well, that's where, again, a lot of it becomes confidence, right? If you're Hanover Central, you've shown in the past that you can play with Andrean, and you've got some, you know, you've had success there. This is a program that has its own level of pride. They don't have quite the history or extensive resume that Andrean has, but Hanover Central has produced some really good quality football teams in recent years, and these kids want to be a part of that chain.
Absolutely, they do. The coin toss, or ceremonial coin toss, is happening at the 50-yard line at this point, starting a little bit behind schedule, but all for the honoring of our veterans here at Andrean High School here this evening, which is awesome to see. Good crowd on hand, too. The Andrean home side is filling up quite nicely, and also on the far side, a few families that have made the trek out from Cedar Lake. Andrean won the coin toss. They defer to the second half, and Hanover Central, it looks like, will be receiving the ball to start this game. This is the 7th all-time meeting between Andrean and Hanover Central. Their first matchup ever actually was in the postseason in 2017 when both these schools were members of Class 3A. That's changed since then, Andrean now being a Class 2A school and Hanover being a Class 4A program as well. This should be a good one here tonight from Father Eckert Stadium here on 5959 Broadway. Natural grass. Football weather, it's getting a little chilly in the air. Temperature is in the upper 60s. It's going to drop as the night goes on. Coach, it feels like football weather. I'm ready to go.
Hey, this is Friday Night Lights. This is what it's all about, right? You got all the trappings of a good high school football game going on right now.
You absolutely do.
Super Bowl champion Nick Allegretti,
and
formerly of the Kansas City Chiefs, now with the Washington
Andrean has now broken up their pregame huddle. They're getting ready to kick the ball off here to start the game. Andrean has 2 kickers listed on their roster here. Curious to see who's the one that's going to be the one that is responsible for the kickoff duties here for this one. Meanwhile, Hanover Central is breaking up into their kickoff formation. Their 2 returners, number 4, Vinny Bernardo, and number 3, Isaac Buikema. Isaac Buikema being the guy who has been the primary ball carrier on the ground for Hanover Central. These are 2 teams that like to run the ball. They run the ball more than 50% of the time, but both are more than capable of doing damage through the air as well. These are fairly balanced attacks, but generally speaking, they like to run the football more than they throw the football. Well, here we go. About to get started here with this ball game. Number 72, Ichiro Wachowski, is going to be kicking the ball off for Andrean here with this one. On the near side for Hanover, it is Vinny Bernardo, and I believe that is Buikema on the far side for Hanover Central.
And don't underestimate, and maybe it's stating the obvious a little bit, but Hanover Central, they want to get a decent return. They don't want to start in their goal line against this Andrean defense.
No, you do not. With the size and with how good Andrean is on the defensive line particularly, you want to try to get off to a good start if you can. Ball set up high on the tee. Wind not much of a factor here tonight. Whistle is blown. Toe to leather, game on. Bernardo has it at the 15. Bernardo waits, lowers the head, out across the 25 and out to about the 26, and the Wildcats are going to get their offense on the field to start. Listed as the starting quarterback here tonight, according to the depth chart, is Jeff Resney. But both him and Wyatt Toole, number 14, were taking reps during pregame. So curious to see how that's going to go. Toole being the guy that primarily throws the ball. Jeff Resney primarily the guy that runs the ball for Hanover Central. And indeed it is Wyatt Toole who is going to be throwing the football, and he is out at quarterback here to start this one. 3 wide receivers in for Hanover Central. 1 running back off Toole's left hip. Handoff right up the middle, and a big hit put on immediately on Buikema. In on the stop for Andrean, number 52, Jaden Lofay.
And that really does feel like the strength of the Andrean defense, right? They play a three down lineman, and then they got the 4 backers across the front. And those are some pretty good linebackers that Andrean has.
Very good linebackers led by Ethan Reyna, the junior, who actually I talked to Coach Chris Skinner last year preparing for the Bishop's Retard game. He said Ethan Reyna, while in football production it's hard to compare him to a guy like him, as far as work ethic goes, reminds him a little bit of Drake Bowen to some extent. Ethan Reyna tries to burst through the line there. The handoff to Buikema. Buikema is wrestled in the backfield. Ball popped out, and there's a dog pile for it, and the Andrean 59ers have it.
And on that play, Josh, one of the things that you saw again is the skill of the Andrean linebackers, right? Reyna blitzed. He kind of gets caught up in the scrum in the middle, but the quickness of the linebackers, they're able to close out, even though it looked for a second like maybe there was a hole there, and forces the turnover. That was a good play by the Andrean 59ers.
Vinny Zupan, number 43, the one with that tackle, and then the forced fumble, and the recovery by Rocco Allegretti, number 44. And out comes the Andrean offense, led by number 4, Brady Ellish, and number 10, Ethan Reyna alongside. This is an offense that had to undergo some adjustments in the offseason with Jimmy Finley moving on to Northern Illinois, but the emergence of guys like Tyler Vo and Mark Grubbs on offense have been huge. And some miscommunication here. The ball pops out. Hanover falls on top of it. Is that a fumble? It is! It's a fumble!
Wow.
Miscommunication. Hanover Central gets it back.
Yeah, that play just did not look good from the beginning there. The running back, quarterback kind of banged into each other, and that play had bad written all over it from the start.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Reyna and Ellish, and then Ellish, I'm a little surprised they didn't call that a forward pass. I guess they're going to say that he lost the ball. With the way the ball went, I'm a little surprised they didn't call it that, because I thought it did advance the ball, but they said it was a fumble.
That's definitely a play in the pros where they might be taking another look at it.
Well, Hanover Central gets a mulligan here with 10:39 to go in this first quarter, and the Hanover Central offense is back out there on the field. Panned off, and good power run that time by Dominic Giglio, number 33. The second primary ball carrier, Buikema and Giglio, have been splitting carries this year. Buikema getting the majority of them, but Giglio getting his fair share too. That was his 71st carry on the season, first of the night, and it was a solid run of about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5. They got to get to the 42 for a first.
And if Hanover Central can do that with regularity, then they're going to have a chance to stay in this game and make something for themselves.
Toole rolls out to his left, zips it to the far side, and over the hands of Cameron Odrzejewicz, number 13, the sophomore. And that makes it 3rd down and about 5.
And Andrean definitely being aggressive. I believe that they have sent a linebacker on every play. Not entirely surprising, given that they do play a 3-man down front, but it's an aggressive blitzing linebacker core, and Hanover's going to have to find some ways to try to take advantage of that.
3rd down and 5. Got to get to the 42 for a first. It's Toole and Giglio in the backfield. 3 wide receivers in for Hanover Central. That's what they've run most of this game. Andrean with 3 down linemen. That's the base they run. Toole, far side, pass is incomplete. Intended target, Vinny Bonato, number 4. 14 receptions on the season for Hanover Central. Didn't get one that time, and Hanover Central will be forced to punt the football.
Yeah, and both of his throws so far, he's kind of airmailed that a little bit. He doesn't look super comfortable back there right now.
No, he doesn't. And we mentioned Hanover. They've been very up and down this year. Wyatt Toole's been kind of up and down throwing the football. 65 of 117 on the year completions and 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So he's been up and down, and Hanover's been up and down just in general this season. Aldo Desiderio listed as the punter. The punt is fielded on the near side for Andrean by Tyler Vo. Tyler Vo to the far side. Tyler Vo has a convoy and breaks out of a tackle to the numbers, pushed down at the 25-yard line.
And, Josh, that's one of those reasons why they talk about the idea of wanting to get that kick up in the air. That was a low line drive kick. That allowed him to be able to come across the field and get behind that wall that he had set up on the far sideline and turn the corner. And once that happened, it was going to be a big return.
First down and 10 here for the 59ers. And they will have the ball at the 26-yard line. So same spot on the field, but just opposite hash for Brady Ellish and his teammates. So good field position for the 59ers here to start out this one. Let's see if things go a little differently this time. Ellish in a pistol look here with Ethan Reyna, the deep back. 3 wide receivers set. Handoff is to Reyna. Reyna cuts outside. Reyna inside the 20, pushed down from behind. There's a flag back around the line of scrimmage. And that's holding on Andrean, and Andrean will be pushed back.
But it's coming back.
Andrean definitely looking a little sloppy on offense here at the moment.
Yeah, indeed, and that ball's going to be pushed even further back. Let's see where they put it. First and 10 for the 59ers, or first and 20, I should say. They got to get the ball to the 16 for a first. We'll see if Ellish is going to be asked to throw the ball here. Ellish rolls out, fires near side. Vo's got it, a diving catch at about the 27. So gets almost all the penalty yardage back, and that'll make it second down and long, but second down and more manageable, we'll say that.
Yeah, and that feels like a mistake in coverage somewhere there, because you could see the way the Andrean receiver, one of them just kind of runs him off, and he took a couple of Hanover Central defenders with him, and then the other receiver just able to kind of sit down right in front of that, make a nice catch and a good gain.
Mark the ball at the 28-yard line. It'll be second down and 12. Ellish takes this one himself. Ellish ran into the back of his own lineman and then got grabbed by the shoestrings. In on that stop for Hanover Central, number 18, Luke Kopech, was there, along with number 9, Jeffrey Resney.
And that was some nice penetration on the part of the Hanover Central linebacking core there.
That was. A reminder, these two teams played a defensive slugfest last year. Andrean won that game 3-0 out in Cedar Lake. So these are two teams that at times have very much struggled to score against each other last season. And Andrean's offense, again, we mentioned, is that prior to the last couple weeks had some troubles getting going. Ellish, a quick throw to Vo. Vo's got it inside the 20. He's down to about the 18-yard line as that stop is made by Vinny Bonato, number 4, and that'll make it second down or fourth down and probably 2 or 3. This looks like 4-down territory to me. They put the ball just inside the 20. We'll say it's fourth and a long 3.
And that is definitely what we're seeing here.
Absolutely. Clock is ticking down to 7.5 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Ellish with Reyna behind him in the backfield. Ellish rolls out, takes it himself, fires it, the pass is caught. Allegretti inside the 15. He's got a first down.
Really, all Andrean did there, Hanover brought his backers. They tried to kind of blow up the middle of that But they were able to roll out and flood that zone, finds the open receiver. Good decision-making on the part of the quarterback there.
Reminder, all first downs are brought to you by IU Northwest. Your future starts here. And also they are in the Tech Credit Union red zone. The better option for your financial journey. 1st and 10, they put it at the 12. Ethan Reyna has it. Reyna, patient run this time, stays on his feet, and is finally pulled down at about the 6. So a nice solid run there on first down for Ethan Reyna. And it'll be 2nd and short.
Obviously, nobody wants to become too one-dimensional in what you're doing, but I think that if you're Andrean, that's going to be something that's going to be there all night. Get Reyna behind those 3 big guys right in the middle. Those are some men among boys there, and just chew up yardage.
Each of Andrean's interior offensive linemen over 300 pounds and at least 6 feet 4 inches tall. This handoff this time is to number 9, Brady Stovall. Stovall gets just barely inside the 5, it looks like. They'll mark him down just inside the 5, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. Or actually, I'd say it's closer to 3rd and 1. They've got to get to the 3 for a first. We're now under 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter, which is what you would expect for these two teams. Interesting formation. Elish has Vinny Zupan off his left hip. The deep back is Stovall. Stovall gets the carry. Stovall chopped down in the backfield. And coming up, flexing the muscle, number 8, Anthony Lehman. Good play by Lehman.
And that's what you're looking for when you're playing that 3-man down front, the way Hanover is. Actually, kind of similar to what Andrean does, right? You want those guys to occupy the guys up front, and then you want those linebackers to get penetration, to be able to slice into the backfield, try to blow up plays before they actually get started.
2nd, 4th down of the drive. They got to get to the 3 for a first. The ball is on the 6. Brady Elish with Stovall and Zupan in the backfield with him. And whistles and a timeout being taken by the 59ers. We'll take it with them. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. Big 4th down coming up after this. This is high school football, the NCC Network on Jet TV.
Hi, I'm Crown Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crown Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crown Company's Insurance Professionals, Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Hello again, everybody. This is Matt Maloney of the Matt Maloney Real Estate Group, powered by Keller Williams of Northwest Indiana. The region is a beautiful place to live, and I've soared to new heights to market your listing to the best and widest possible audience. Call me today at 219-301-0477 or visit mattmaloneyrealtor.com and let's get started. It's not baloney. I'm Matt Maloney.
4th down and 3 for the Andrean 59ers. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. Elish back to pass, fires near side, intercepted. It's intercepted by Hanover Central. Down the sideline, pulled down on the Andrean side of the field. It is number 6, Jacob Furco. Puts his hands on the football, and the Wildcats have it back.
And that just did not look like a really great decision on his part. He threw that kind of right into double coverage, and I'm not seeing how he thought that was going to be a good choice. And we talked about at the beginning, if Hanover Central is going to have a chance to do something in this game, they're going to need to come up with some big plays, and that includes some turnovers, and they just did that there.
I'm with you on that decision. I mean, Vo was covered. I mean, he was covered like a blanket, and he was falling down. I mean, man, that was a surprising move. So Andrean, 2 golden opportunities in Hanover Central territory, and they have not been able to take advantage either time. So back out comes the Hanover Central offense led by Wyatt Toole, who has yet to have a first down tonight. Handoff this time is to Giglio. Giglio around the edge. Giglio lowers his shoulder, bullies his way for a first down. Oh, running over number 3, Mac Custy.
And he just, you know what, that was just a foot race to the edge, and he managed to get around it and got himself first down. Showing a little bit of speed there.
You know, it's worth noting that Hanover Central, when they played against, I mean, you know, you talk about the big 3 in the NCC being Lowell, Hanover, or Lowell, Andrean, and Hobart. Hanover was leading Hobart late into the first half last week and played pretty well against Lowell. This is not a walkover Hanover Central team by any means. This is a football team that walks into games expecting to win.
You're absolutely right about that.
Giglio spun down. Big hit that time on the dive by number 22, Mitchell Myers.
And again, to your point, Josh, one of the things that you always have to remember, right? These Hanover Central kids, they expect to win. They expect to perform. They're out there in the summer. They're doing the lifting. They're doing the two-a-days. They're doing all those things. They're here to compete. They're not here to just lay down.
No, they're not at all. 2nd down and 8. Got to get to the 45 for a first down. See what Toole can do here. Toole back to pass. Fires near side. The pass is caught. Met immediately. Number 8, Anthony Lehman, brought down by a pair of 59ers. Leading the charge there, number 7, is Christian Gavin.
And that was just a lot of that was good gang tackling because he did get out of the first initial hit. Looked like maybe he might be able to get up the field and get a little bit of a gain, get them into a more manageable situation. But it was just 59er after 59er just flying in there making that tackle.
3:33 to go in this first quarter. Neither team has found the end zone yet. Hanover Central has yet to see the Andrean side of the football field yet. Toole with Giglio in the backfield. Buikema's been out the last couple of series. Back to throw is Toole. Fires near side. He's got a man downfield, overshoots him. Jacob Furco, the intended target, the one who had the interception that basically ended the last drive, and that'll stop the clock with 3:14 to go in the first quarter, and Hanover Central will once again be forced to punt. And the weird thing with Andrean is that Andrean's defense has been lights out this year. You kind of lose sight of that because the offense at times has struggled to produce points, but their defense, if you take away the Maryville game, they're giving up 7 points a game. I mean, they're just not giving up anything.
Well, and that's how you gotta think, right? How do you become a really good team with an offense that struggles? You have to have a phenomenal defense.
Tyler Vo looking for the edge again. There's a flag on the near side of the field. This one's probably coming back. Vo down the sideline, down the 40, inside the 20, inside the 30, inside the 25. But again, the laundry on the field, back near side at the 40 or 34. I feel like this is coming back.
I think you're right. I think this is coming back. But again, if I'm the Hanover coaching staff, they got to rethink a little bit what they're doing here on the punt, because again, that was another low line drive type kick, and it was really a repeat of the first one. He's just able to get the ball so early, and there's just no Hanover Central people there that he's able to get over to that wall and turn the corner and just rip